Let's look at the process of fitting a knob set lock to a new door. This door is made from wood. It also has a wooden frame. If your door has a metal frame, the process will be different. Not all knob set locks or entrance sets are the same. Read the instructions that come with your lock for the recommended fitting procedure. The first step to fitting the knob set is to mark on the door where we will make our holes. Most entrance knob sets have either a 60mm or 70mm back set from the edge of the door. You can use a speed square to accurately mark the drilling positions. On the side of the door, place the mark for the hole saw cut. Then on the edge of the door, place the mark for the spade bit hole. The spade bit hole will be centered on the edge of the door. Push the door to the closed position. Using a drill and the correct size hole saw, make the hole on the side of the door. Remove the cutout, leaving a large hole. Open the door and secure it with your foot. Use the drill with the correct size spade bit to make the hole in the edge of the door. Ensure the spade bit is level for an accurate cut. Once all the holes are made in the door, we need to mark the cutout for the latch. Place the latch into the hole on the edge of the door. Then with a pencil, trace around the latch to leave a rectangular shape. Make sure the mark is as close as possible to the edge of the latch. When we chisel out the latch rebate, we will chisel on the inside of this line. Using a chisel and hammer, chisel out the rebate for the latch. Carefully chisel around the edges of the latch rebate before removing the material. Insert the latch into the edge of the door. The latch face should sit flush with the edge of the door. Take a screwdriver and install the 2 screws that hold the latch in place. The latch is now installed. Place the outside knob through the door and latch. The spindle and cylindrical screw nuts go through the holes in the latch. Place the inside knob over the spindle. The turn snib will line up with the inside spindle piece. There are 2 screws that hold the lock on the door. Place the screws into position and tighten them up with a screwdriver. You can now check the door lock for the proper operation. Check that there is no binding when the handles are turned. Now we need to install the strike plate. First, mark the position on the frame where the latch makes contact. Mark the center position of the latch, as this will be used to center the strike plate. We will now drill a hole with the correct size spade bit for the latch. First, ensure the center position is marked correctly. The correct alignment for the strike will probably be around 3mm off center towards the back edge of the door. Check your lock's instructions for the correct strike alignment. Use the drill and spade bit to make the cut in the door frame. Most latches go into the frame around 12mm. Place the strike plate onto the door in the correct position. Trace around the outside of the strike plate with a pencil. Trace as close as possible to the edge of the strike plate. Once again, we will chisel on the inside of this line. Using a hammer and chisel, carefully mark the edges of the strike cutout. The timber close to the edge of the frame will be fragile. Make sure you're using a sharp chisel. Use the chisel to remove the wood. Most strike plates are between 2 to 3 millimeters thick, so do not make the strike rebate too deep. Place the strike plate into position on the frame. Use a screwdriver to screw in the 2 screws for the strike plate. Ensure the strike plate is flush with the door frame. Check the lock for proper operation. Check that the latch is not too tight or loose when the door is closed. The lock is now fitted. Good job, mate. If you need a tie bolt entrance lock fitted in Brisbane, you can call the Lock Mob anytime.